Janavālabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Janavālabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Jamunāthiravānaචāri Jamunāthiravānaචāri Jaya Radha Madhava Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavālabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Janavālabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Yashodanandana prajā-janaranjana Jamunāthiravānaචāri Jamunāthiravānaචāri Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jai Gauda Nitai, Gauda Nitai, Gauda Nitai, Jaya Gauda Nitai. Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ke Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Privrajacacharya Stautar Satashi Srimad Aṅghrir Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Tai Gau Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tinamane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschacha Dishatarane. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswating Vyasam Tojayam Udvirayet Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityang Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavaduttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 63, Text 35 and 36. Lord Krishna fights with Banasura. Nābhir nato gnir mukham reto. Dyauḥ śīrṣam āśāḥ śrutir aṅghrir urvī. Candro mano yasya arka ātmā. ahaṁ samudro jaṭharaṁ bhujendraḥ. romāṇi yasyauṣadhayo mbu-vāhāḥ keśā viriñco dishana visargaha prajā-patir hritayam yasya dharmam savai bhavan purusho loka-kalpaḥ nābhir nabho gnir mukham reto dyauḥ śīrṣam āśāḥ śrutir aṅghrir urvī candro mano yasya arka ātmā ahaṁ samudro jaṭharaṁ bhujendraḥ romāṇi yasyauṣadhayo mbu-vāhāḥ keśā viriñco dishana visargaha prajā-patir hritayam yasya dharmam savai bhavan purusho loka-kalpaḥ nābhir gnir mukham ambu-reto śīrṣam āśāḥ śrutir aṅghrir urvī candro yasya arka ātmā ahaṁ samudro jaṭharaṁ bhujendraḥ romāṇi yasyauṣadhayo mbu-vāhāḥ keśā viriñco visargaha prajā-patir hritayam yasya dharmah savai bhavan purusho loka-kalpaḥ mukham reto āśāḥ śrutir aṅghrir urvī mano yasya arka ātmā ahaṁ samudro bhujendraḥ romāṇi yasyauṣadhayo mbu-vāhāḥ prajā-patir hritayam yasya dharmah savai bhavan purusho loka-kalpaḥ nābhir nabho gnir mukham reto dyauḥ āśāḥ śrutir aṅghrir urvī ātmā Mataji's? Nabhir, the navel. Nabho, the sky. Aṅghrir, fire. Mukham, the face. Ambu, water. Reto, the semen. Dyauḥ, heaven. śīrṣam, the head. āśāḥ, the directions. śrutir, the sense of hearing. aṅghrir, the foot. urvī, the earth. candro, the moon. mano, the mind. yasya, whose. sight. arka, the sun. ātmā, self-awareness. ahaṁ, I, Shiva. samudro, the ocean. jaṭharaṁ, the abdomen. bhuja, the arm. indra, Indra. romāṇi, the hairs on the body. yasya, whose. yasyauṣadhayo, herbal plants. ambu-vāhāḥ, water-bearing clouds. keśā, the hairs on the head. viriñco, Lord Brahma. Devotional, additional, the discriminating intelligence. Visarga, the genitals. Prajā-patir, the progenitor of mankind. Hridayam, the heart. Yasya, whose. Dharma, religion. Saha, he. Vai, indeed. Bhavan, your good self. Purusha, the primeval creator. Loka, the worlds. Kalpaḥ, produced from whom? Translation, purport by the followers of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. The sky is your navel, fire your face, water your semen, and heaven your head. The cardinal directions are your sense of hearing. Herbal plants, the hairs on your body, and water-bearing clouds, the hair on your head. The earth is your foot, the moon, your mind, and the sun, your vision. while I am your ego. The ocean is your abdomen, Indra your arm, Lord Brahma your intelligence, the progenitor of mankind your genitals, and religion your heart. You are indeed the original Purusha, creator of the worlds. Purport: Srila Sridhar Swami explains that just as the tiny bugs living inside of a fruit cannot comprehend the fruit, so we tiny living beings cannot understand the supreme absolute truth in whom we exist. It is difficult to understand the cosmic manifestation of the Lord, what to speak of his transcendental form as Sri Krishna. Therefore, we should surrender in Krishna consciousness, and the Lord himself will help us understand. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jaina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistang Stapitang Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is in the Srimad Bhagavatam, a very instructive story. We've been hearing actually for chapter 62 and chapter 63 of Srimad Bhagavatam, describing Banasura, who is the son of Bali Maharaj, who is the son of Prahlad Maharaj. So coming in a great, great family, Banasura was very, very powerful. And he pleased Lord Shiva when Lord Shiva was performing his wonderful dance, known as Nataji. He's a dancer, also for destruction. And Lord Shiva, he's accompanied by Durga, by the material energy in the form of Kali, very destructive energy, and at the same time, very protective energy. So he's known as Ashutosh, Lord Shiva. He's very easily pleased. So Banasura was playing with, he was benedicted by Lord Shiva to have 1,000 arms. Who can even imagine? But of course we hear how so many Brahmas came to see Lord Krishna. And Lord Brahma from our universe, he has 4 arms and 4 heads, right? And there were descriptions of many, many arms. So it's very difficult for us who are tiny living spirit souls living in this world to try to understand, especially the Leela of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Usha, the daughter of Banasura, although she's never seen Aniruddha, never met him, but somehow Aniruddha came in her dreams and she called out, "Oh, my love, where are you?" So it was asked, how is it that there's no one that actually comes within the compound where the ladies are? And her friend, mystic Yogini, she said, you describe this Aniruddha, and she, what was her name? Indulekha? Huh? Yes, Chitralekha, one who she was drawing. She had mystic powers, and she was drawing various demigods, also drawing Krishna's father, Krishna, and also Pradyumna. the father of Aniruddha. And when she finally depicted Aniruddha, Usha admitted, yes, this is the love of my dreams. So, due to her mystic powers, in Kali Yuga we have very little ability to perform anything, but during this time in particular, she brought Aniruddha, bed and all, everything, to the palace. In this way, Usha and Aniruddha developed relationship. And when Banasura was informed that his daughter is no longer a virgin maiden and she's having some relationship with someone, he came with so many soldiers, and still he was astonished. He actually considered Aniruddha befitting a husband for Usha, but for the sake of family and reputation, he became angry. How is it this Aniruddha is sitting so comfortably in front of the future father-in-law? And he felt disrespected, and he felt, how is this possible? So Aniruddha, he picked up that iron rod for making the fire, whatever, and he stood in such a way that they understood he was ready for a battle. And in the battle, he was breaking heads, arms, and whoever tried to defeat him. But Banasura, with his prajā-patir or some kind of rope, the rope, he captured Aniruddha, despite him defeating his army. Then Narada Muni, as usual, he went to Dwarka and told the whole story to the Vrishnis. And so Balaram, Lord Krishna, and Samba, Satyaki, all the warriors, everyone came. They put 13 Aukshahini armies together. That's almost like Battle of Kurukshetra. So the full force of the Vrishni dynasty from Dwarka came and surrounded Sonitapur, where Banasura was living and also protected by Lord Shiva. This is another benediction. He asked Lord Shiva, please protect me from my enemies. But also Lord Shiva is an incarnation of Vishnu, just as Brahma is an incarnation of Vishnu for different purposes. And these leelas are carrying on. It's actually described that Lord Shiva is the best of all Vaishnavas. And Vaishnavas worship Lord Shiva. Even Lord Ram was worshiping Lord Shiva. The devotees sometimes worship more than the Lord. So although Lord Shiva does give benedictions to demonic and asuric personalities, he's more inclined towards the devotees and respectful to the devotees. And devotees in return are in love with Lord Shiva and respect Lord Shiva in return. But due to the illusory energy, it was described that Lord Shiva, in order to protect Banasura, engaged in fight. So this is all stage performance. This is all Leela of Krishna and Balaram, and bringing his whole family, all the warriors, and engaging in a huge battle. The battle was so intense that the demigods, the Vidyadharas, and all the different higher living entities, they all came to watch. It says their hair was standing on end at the amount of excitement. I don't know, but in the world outside, if there's a movie of a big battle or war, great competition, people are very much interested and inclined to see such a battle taking place with horses and elephants and military phalanxes and everyone, using their strength and energy. And anyway, it was very, very intense battle taking place. And when Banasura's whole Sonitapur kingdom was crumbling, and all his warriors, who were also equally powerful, Banasura was fighting with Satyaki, or the chief commander of the forces, and Shiva eventually ended up fighting with Krishna directly. He was fighting with Krishna directly. And Lord Shiva, in order to protect the onslaught, he created the Shiva Dwara, three-headed, three-legged. Must be awkward walking with three legs. But at any rate, burning fire, such heavy, heavy burning fire. Just as we see the sunshine is burning intensely, heat and light, since time immemorial, since the beginning of the creation, without any reduction, producing so much energy, providing nutrition so that from the sun, taking from the oceans and bodies of water, rain which nourishes the land, producing grains, and providing life throughout the universe since time immemorial. But the scientists say it's all by chance. The planets are floating in space and everything is systematically operating by chance. But actually, one who's somewhat intelligent can inquire as to how is so much order and so much supply, all the necessities are being provided for, like some conscientious organization is there. Who's the brain behind it all? So Krishna's the creator of the eternal Vaikuntha planet, Goloka Vrindavan, and all the living entities are serving the Lord with love and devotion and complete Satchidananda Vigraha, bliss, happiness, full knowledge. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, I am servant of Krishna. But due to our tiny nature, due to our insignificant, teeny nature, we've left that effulgence, the Brahma Jyoti, this effulgence which is emanating from the Lord, is sustaining Vaikuntha Loka, is sustaining the whole material universe, this bright effulgence. And those who don't have the blessings of Guru and Krishna, the Guru Parampara, they assume that this bright effulgence, the impersonal energy of the Lord, which is maintaining the universe, which is so brilliant, this is the cause of everything. But we know from Ishopanishad and from Bhagavad Gita and throughout the Bhagavatam that Krishna is the source of the light, just like the sun is the source of the sunshine and brilliance. So the Brahma Jyoti is being produced by Krishna's bodily effulgence. To see how brilliant Krishna is, producing the Brahma Jyoti and bewildering the minds. Even Lord Shiva, as an incarnation, in order to redirect religious principles, came as Shankaracharya, because the Buddhist, again, as Lord Buddha, the Lord is realigning religious principles. Whenever there's a deviation from progressive growth and development in religion, and people, human beings in particular, are misdirected, Krishna is giving an opportunity for those sincere souls to be guided by the wisdom, because at the end Shankaracharya was saying that worship Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda. Don't waste your time with all this word jugglery and speculation and impersonalist ideas. Although he taught it, but the conclusion was that you surrender to Govinda, you surrender to Krishna. But if we don't want to hear that, Krishna is in our heart. Sarvasya cha-aṅghrir sanavishto matat smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Krishna is guiding each and every one of us according to our inclinations, according to our natural proclivities. And if one is sick and tired of the material world, of repeated birth and death, and he's come with good fortune in the association of devotees, and to meet a pure devotee is very, very rare. I mean, it's not, now that Srila Prabhupada, okay, he came he took the message of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the six Goswamis, and he delivered such a powerful presentation beyond all the speculative knowledge and all the mysticism and yoga practice without understanding that the supreme yogi is Krishna, the supreme master of all mysticism is Krishna, the supreme enjoyer is Krishna, and we're servants of Krishna. So giving us Bhagavad Gita, the words of Krishna, speaking directly, that I am the source of this impersonal Brahman effulgence. Arjuna wanted to see, what is this universal form? There's a description that the body or the sky is the sky is your navel, fire your face, water is semen, the heaven your head, all the directions, the sense of hearing, and everything in this world is actually produced by the Supreme Lord. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, and the subtle elements, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Everything is produced of the Lord. So when this Shiva Dwara was trying to devastate, naturally Krishna made his Narayan Dwara. And although the intense heat was there, the intense cold of the Narayan Dwara debilitated, or how do you say, immobilized. So the Shiva Dwara became paralyzed, so to speak. They say in heat you can tolerate, but in freezing cold everything just completely numbs and freezes. We have doctors here, they can testify. So the Narayan Dwara, the Lord's personal weapon, and then, believe it or not, this so-called demonic Shiva Dwara had beautiful prayers to Krishna, praying with such appreciation and gratitude of Krishna being the supreme pure, the supreme controller, and ultimately surrendering to the Lord. So the Lord said, okay, no need to worry, the Narayan Dwara will not bother you from this point on, you're okay. So the Shiva Dwara offered obeisances and left. And then Banasura regained his strength somehow or other and wanted to attack Lord Krishna with all these bows and arrows. But Krishna smashed all his bows, cut off almost all his arms. He left him with 4. That's more than normal anyway. He had 4 arms. But Lord Shiva was praying that, please, Banasura, protect. He served me very nicely, and I gave him the promise that I would protect him. Also, being the son of Bali Maharaj and his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, you show your mercy. And Krishna says, yes, I accept your words, because I give a promise to Prahlad Maharaj that I would not kill any of his demonic descendants afterward, that I will allow them. He said he will have eternal life. He's a very dear servant to you. And just see so much trouble, so much battle, so much war, and Lord Shiva causing mischief against Krishna and Balaram and his family. But then, as Lord Shiva was glorifying the Lord and surrendered to the Lord, we can see how Krishna is creating this whole material world for us, for the living entities, to try to work out all their inferiority complexes and all their ideas of how can I be the enjoyer, how can I be happy in this world. But there's no happiness, because ultimately everyone's growing old, they get disease and they die. Every civilization, so-called all the rulers, the Roman Empire and this empire and that empire, for some years people may be up and down, but human life is very, very rare. It's a wonderful opportunity, the best opportunity to awaken our God consciousness. And these leelas are instructive to teach us how ultimately we all have to surrender to Krishna. There's no way around it, because no matter how big of a powerful personality you are, even Lord Shiva, just see how great is Lord Shiva, how powerful, the father of mankind. He has Durga Devi and the Kali she's destroying the demons so much so sometimes Lord Shiva has to lay prostrate just to stop the killing of the rascals. But at the same time, Krishna has so many, or Lord Shiva has so many followers, bhutas, ghosts, and powerful personalities are there because they take shelter of Lord Shiva. But at the end, no demigod, not Brahma, not Indra, not Kuvera, not Shiva, and no one can give you any benediction unless Krishna is behind it. Krishna authorizes, okay, you know, fulfill his wishes, fulfill their wishes. So throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Shiva plays a very important role with the prachetas, the beautiful song of Lord Shiva, giving glorification of the Lord and guiding the prachetas who were sons of Daksha, and many other places as well. So the ultimate Maya, this Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mamivaye Prapajante Mayame Tang Tarantite, it's very difficult to overcome. One who's looking for happiness in this world by trying to exploit the resources, he's never going to be satisfied. Just like Raghunath Das Goswami, he wanted to immediately surrender to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His father, Haranya, Madhu, I forget the last name, but they were very, very wealthy, very powerful. They were working for the government, tax collectors. They could keep 1/4 of the collections. So they were fabulously wealthy. And Lord Chaitanya was describing how Raghunath Das Goswami has the opulence of Lord Indra, like the king of heaven. He has a most beautiful wife, loving family, anything and everything that money can buy, that power. But he had no interest. Although Lord Chaitanya said, you behave normal, you do your duties nicely. So he was performing his duties instead of trying to escape all the time like a regular businessman, or doing his duties. So then the family felt satisfied, okay, he's sufficiently brainwashed that there's happiness here, let him continue his work nicely. They reduced because they had so many guards watching Raghunath, so he does not escape from the family. They were very much attached to Raghunath Das Goswami. But by the mercy of his priest, Yadunandana, he escaped and he took shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him to Swarup Damodar Goswami to serve under the care of Swarup Damodar, who is Lalita Devi herself, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Raghunath Das performing this Leela of giving up everything of this material world. Not that we can imitate Haridas Thakur by chanting 300,000 names a day, or Raghunath Das Goswami by not eating and only sleeping 1 hour or an hour and a half, sometimes forgetting to sleep altogether, and being absorbed in the Leela of the Lord, and writing transcendental scriptures describing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, describing Lord Krishna in his most merciful incarnation. So there's so much philosophy in the Vedic literatures. Just like Lord Shiva, he has his sampradaya. Is that the Vishnu Swami sampradaya? The Lord Shiva's? Yeah, ours is the Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava sampradaya. And we are followers of Brahma, Narada, Vyasadeva, Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this Vaishnava philosophy is being presented to us in a very crystal clear understanding. Srila Prabhupada is empowered by the Goswamis, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to give understanding, especially in Kali Yuga. Deep philosophical thought is not easily available. Prakashananda Saraswati and all the followers from Benares, Varanasi, were criticizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You're just a sentimentalist, this bhakti yoga, this Vaishnavas, they're just sentimentalists, chanting and dancing. But Lord Chaitanya was known as Nimai Pandit, a great scholar. So they were astonished. You're a scholar, you're a sannyasi, why you're not mingling with other sannyasis? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revealed that in this age, especially Kali Yuga, the only way, the only solution for getting free from the entanglement is Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam kalu nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. By chanting Krishna's holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This powerful mantra, this sound vibration, when heard from the lips of a pure devotee, is even more powerful. The Lord's name is absolute, no doubt, but when we're hearing it from Lord Shiva, Srila Prabhupada, the Guru Parampara, this is why when you're getting Gayatri Mantra, the Guru chants in your ear. This is a very powerful mantra. But in our own mind, we're thinking greater, lesser, maybe the mantra, well, why does it have to be chanted by someone to be powerful? No, it's always powerful, but it's a matter of our surrender. As we surrender to Krishna, He reciprocates with us. If we want to hold back, Krishna holds back. If we fully surrender to Krishna, He gives us intelligence. Teshang satata yakuna bhajatam priti purvikam didami buddhi yogam tam yenam amupayantite. He gives us intelligence, how to go back home, back to Godhead. That instead of doing nonsense, He says, take rest early. Why? Because Mangal Artik is so beautiful. You can see the deities, use your eyes. You can walk to the temple. You can offer the incense, the lamp. You can smell the beautiful flowers and scents offered to the Lord and sing and dance with the devotees. But we're thinking, oh, there's happiness. Let me, hang out with some of my friends. We have lots to talk about. Stay up a little late, have fun. This is material life. What is night for the materialist is the time of awakening for the spiritualist, because the materialists, they go to bed, 3, 4 o'clock, they're partying all night, they completely dull out the body, make the mind completely mad with drugs, intoxication, and desires of enjoying the opposite sex. Basically, their whole energy, all their work, all their resources are used, so let me be the enjoyer, let me go to the club and find happiness there. But there's no happiness. Even 75, 85-year-old people, Prabhupada said in France, that they're going to the naked clubs so we can try to become the enjoyers of the body, of the physical. But there's no happiness in the material world. So a foolish person, even after hearing it, he has to experience it. So we've all experienced, okay, let me try. I had my dog family, my pig family, every single species. You see the birds are chasing the other birds and everyone's trying to have a relationship. And now we have our human existence, our human life is here. So we should engage our family in Krishna's service, just like the devotees, how Srila Prabhupada, the wife is taking care of assisting the deity worship, making garlands or sewing or making nice preparations for the deities. Also, they're doing book distribution, they're preaching as well. The men are also going on Sankirtan, deity worship, prasad distribution. This is the Vaishnava culture. This is the dynamic international society for Krishna consciousness. ISKCON is the body of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the representative of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Krishna. And by serving, not just like we think, oh, society, people, so much difficulties. There are difficulties, without doubt. But Prabhupada is present in his books. So the more we read Srimad Bhagavatam, the more we hear Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, nectar of devotion, the more we associate with the devotees. And even though the mind may be rascal, doesn't want to sit peacefully, sit in the kirtan and hear the philosophy, then gradually the mind gets cleansed. There's another Aniruddha, not the same Aniruddha here, maybe the same, I don't know, but he's in charge of the intelligence. And like Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, they're the creators of Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, and then what to speak of Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods, and all the living entities are put into this world to try to enjoy the Lord's creation in an artificial way. And one who's very, very fortunate, one of my favorite verses, Brahmande Brahmite Kauna Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. We're wandering throughout not only this universe, unlimited universes, unlimited forms of life, up and down throughout the universe, and every, as demigods trying to enjoy long life of sense enjoyment, or as little creatures who live but barely a few hours and then are finished. So now we have the greatest opportunity. Srila Prabhupada just now was sent and just delivered this Krishna consciousness movement. If we don't take advantage of Krishna consciousness now, in this lifetime, it could be billions and billions of years before you even have another opportunity. And never you'll have such a grand opportunity. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the most merciful incarnation. The Goswamis are so merciful, and Srila Prabhupada, he was predicted and blessed that he would come and spread this Krishna consciousness throughout the world. So take Krishna consciousness seriously. Let us try to assist Srila Prabhupada in spreading this mission of the Sankirtan movement. And this will bring happiness to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we appreciate when we glorify that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most kind and most merciful. He wants to he wants to be glorified. He wants to be appreciated for giving unlimited fruits of love of Godhead freely. It's free to take. Only we have to have our desire, lolium, intense desire. I want to experience Krishna consciousness, and I'm determined to follow this process. So we'll leave a few minutes for questions and comments. I know I didn't talk much about the Lord and His impersonal manifestation. But Krishna is everything. He's the source of everything. He's the Supreme Father, and we're the children who are lost and need to go back home so we can really be happy. Questions, comments?
Hare Krishna.
Oh, you have a question? Go ahead. Then number 2. You be number 1.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. You said one thing is like it's all staged, like that Leela. And we really enjoy it. And you gave the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, Prakash. And just I want to ask you one thing is like, as a devotee, practicing devotee, we come across many conflicts as well as a lot of praises during our devotional life. And so how do we tune ourselves or calibrate ourselves so that we are always grateful to whatever happens to us?
So this is all Krishna's Leela. And in our life we also come across many conflicts and challenges. And how do we adjust it in our own brain to understand this is all the Lord's Leela, but in my immediate situation I feel perplexed. Yes, this is tests. These are like tattenu kampam susamikṣamano, that whatever challenges we're having as we're on the path of bhakti the path of trying to get free of the materialistic mind and control the mind and senses, and wanting to, free ourselves from being a slave to material enjoyment, to serving Krishna. And on that journey of self-realization, there are many obstacles, sometimes many challenges, isn't it? We may feel that I'm working my level best, but why, these people are causing this disturbance, or why the situation is such that I can't feel comfortable to do my service properly and not feel anxiety. It's an impetus for us to take shelter of Krishna, that even during extreme situations, just like Haridas Thakur was to be caned in 22 marketplaces. In other words, they were going to kill him, but he just took shelter of Krishna, and Krishna protected him. Although externally it may appear that how is it that a pure devotee is being abused in such a way by all these personalities? What to speak of Lord Jesus Christ being crucified, or the Pandavas, Queen Kunti. Srila Prabhupada, just see the journey of struggle, one thing after another, family, business, surrender, ultimately taking the mission. So showing from all angles of vision that there will be challenges. And as these challenges come, it's a further impetus or opportunity for me. I have to take more shelter of Krishna because I have no other shelter. So as we take, again, more and more shelter, then the very significant challenges and obstacles become less significant, and you gain strength, you gain resolute determination. Vyavasayatmika buddhi rekiha kurunandana. You're focused. I want to follow the order of my spiritual master, and then all these disturbances will be an impetus for further surrender, and ultimately you'll achieve the goal. Go home, back to Godhead. I didn't understand the last part.
Yeah. No, we are always ready for the conflict, as you pointed out, like we know that we have to. But at times there are a lot of praises. And that time you need to be accupused and be grateful. So in both the situations.
Yeah, Lord Brahma was praying to Krishna, please protect me that I don't become puffed up thinking that I'm a creator. And devotees are always feeling that way. Srila Prabhupada signed most insignificant, worthless personality, that I am nothing, I've given nothing, it's all the mercy of my spiritual master. So we're training. It's naturally, if everybody is bowing down and telling you how great and powerful you are, and you look fantastic, and we start thinking, oh yeah, maybe I have some ability. But actually, we have no ability. Krishna is allowing us to speak, or Krishna is allowing us to perform. So Sanatana and Rupa Goswami, they felt themselves very low-born and they wouldn't even go they wouldn't go even see the deities. Sanatana Goswami wouldn't even walk on the same road where the pujaris are serving the deities. He walked around the hot sand to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was testing him. And so he wanted devotees should be humble, should be definitely in a humble state of mind, very tolerant, and always ready to offer respect to others. Then he's in a proper state of mind that he can try to make some advancement. Any last question or comment? Oh yes, sorry.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, as the Lord Shiva was protecting Banasura, and he fought with Krishna up to his full strength, he fought with him. Then again he asked him forgiveness. So we see Lord Krishna, how merciful is he. So even he is fighting with him and he is forgiving him. So similar way, so many times we do so many offenses. and still we go to Krishna and ask him forgiveness, and he gives forgiveness and he brings us every day to him. That is his mercy. We have to understand all these things, that how Lord is so merciful to everyone, not only to one living entity, to all the living entities. He is giving everything to all the living entities. What are the requirements are there, he gives them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhupada says, like in the Christian religion, they go for confession, and then again the next day they commit the same offenses, the next week again confession. And as you said, Lord Shiva, Banasura, they were fighting with Krishna and Balaram, but then again they're asking for forgiveness. And we're always committing so many bad things and maybe bad ideas, bad thoughts, and then we're praying to Krishna, please forgive me, please forgive me. But again, we find ourselves maybe not coming up to the high standard. So Krishna is very, very kind. Of course, he doesn't award a devotee a benediction so that he'll continually ask for the same thing that's detrimental, that's not good for his spiritual life. So that's why many times people worship the demigods and Lord Shiva so they can actually achieve monetary or physical accomplishments. Whereas the Vaishnavas, they want to renounce. They want to give up all desires for enjoyment and all the so-called distractions of this material world and just be fully surrendered to Krishna, and Krishna will maintain them and provide for them nicely. Even though they have nothing. The Goswamis had, they're billionaires. They gave everything away and just fully surrendered to Krishna with a torn loincloth. This very, very simple life. So meaning that we come in this world with nothing, we leave this world with nothing. And we have to just have, our pure mind and heart surrender to Krishna. The sarva dharmam parijyajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Surrender to Krishna and he'll give us full protection and guidance. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.